Okay, now we're on Unit 6, Lesson 2. This is Lesson 3, but we're actually in Lesson 2. And we're going to talk a little bit about similar triangles. Now, similar triangles can be congruent, first, if all of their sides are proportionate, just like in polygons, but also if we have two angles that are congruent. So here, over here in our diagram, we've got angle K is congruent to angle Y, and angle J is congruent to angle X. If both of those angles are congruent, then we can say that triangle JKL is similar to triangle X, Y, and Z. Okay? So let's go down to example 1. It says ABC and XYZ are both isosceles triangles. Now remember, isosceles means that two sides are congruent. And if two sides are congruent, then their angles are also congruent. It says in the triangles, each vertex angle measures 50 degrees. So each angle A and angle C and angle X and angle Z are all 50 degrees. Now we need to explain, why are these triangles then similar? Let's go back up to our postulate. It says if two angles are congruent, then both the triangles are similar. So we have two sets of two sets of angles that are congruent. Therefore, the triangles are similar. So angle A is congruent to angle X, and angle C is congruent to angle Z. Therefore, triangle ABC is similar to triangle X, Y, and Z. Now let's look at this example. Example 4 here. It says explain why triangle WVX is similar to triangle WZY. Now it gives us that angle V is congruent to angle Z because they're both right angles. Now, if we look here, we've got triangle WZY and triangle WVX. Now, if you notice, both triangles share this W angle. That means that angle ZWY has to be congruent to angle VWX. So we have two pairs of angles that are congruent, angle V and angle Z, and then both ZWY and VWX. So therefore, triangle WVX is similar to triangle WZY because we have two pairs of congruent angles. Okay? Now let's look at example number 5. It says, determine whether the triangles can be proven as similar. If they are, write the similarity statement. If they are not similar, explain why. So look at A. We have triangle DCE and triangle GFH. Now, angle H is congruent to angle E. They're both 72 degrees. But angle C and angle F are not congruent. Angle F is 41 degrees and angle C is 39 degrees. Therefore, you do not have two pairs of congruent angles. So those two triangles cannot be similar. Now let's look at example B. We've got 60 and 60 degrees. So we're given that angle we're given that angle E is congruent to angle H because they're both 60 degrees. Now, all three angles in a triangle, if they're 60, then all three are 60 because 60 plus 60 is 120 plus 60 is 180. So let's fill in the missing pieces. So angle D has to be 60 and angle F has to be 60. Now, both angles are 60 degrees. Both angles are 60 degrees. You have two angles that are congruent. Therefore, triangle CDE is similar to triangle FGH. Now I want you to go ahead and do example number 1. So in the diagram it says that we know, so it's giving you that triangle BTW is is similar to triangle ETC. Now, A, it tells you write the statement of proportionality. B, it asks you to find the measure of angle TEC. So TEC, you need to find that missing angle, and then you need to find what ET is based off of the similar proportions. Okay, go ahead and do example 1.